All right, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome back to my channel here. I was running into a few minor audio issues that I had to correct, and I made a couple minute video that I obviously didn't record and put up on the channel. Just testing a couple things. I actually have three microphones here. I have the microphone that's on the camera, which I have muted. I have the microphone here, my Blue Yeti mic that you can't see, but it's sitting here right in front of me. And I also have a microphone right here on my headphones. But this is so I could hear the game, because I don't want the game coming through the speakers and interfering with the microphone here. So that's why I have this headset in. I should probably play with a headset that doesn't have a mic on it. But that's neither here nor there, so we'll get to that later. Anyway, welcome back to Matt's Off the Cuff Gaming. Thank you so much for being here for part 2 of Marvel's Midnight Suns. Had a great time with the first video from last night that I posted last night, and today we're going to get through part 2 of Marvel's Midnight Suns. So we met some of the base characters, and we went through the tutorial. We learned we kind of learned who Lilith was, and I think the player that the character we're gonna follow, I think for the most, because we did the player creation for the Hunter, or maybe his just name is Hunter, which is Lilith's son, and which is, I guess, raised from the dead. So, and we're gonna get more into kind of the story, I think, here and where everything is. So here we go. Let's go ahead and get going here. All right, let's go to continue. Gameplay tip. The heroes you take on a mission are the ones most likely to be available for a hangout that night. Okay? So I noticed one thing, that there was like something about friendship levels. So I'm going to have to look into that. So I think you can become friends with certain characters, and then I guess when you become friends, they can do more things, have more power. I'm not exactly sure how that works, but we'll figure it out. But we definitely have this base of operations, which is like this Abbey, kind of the home base, so to speak. Okay, yeah.
You should probably go talk to Caretaker. I think she's already got plans for your first mission.
Okay.
So, crazy day, huh?
All right, let's talk to...
Crazy indeed.
Let's talk to Nico.
Lots of new...
Caretaker's home for wayward sorcerers, scientists, and slayers. Sounds like something Doctor Strange would come up with.
Powerful, yeah.
I mean, technically you were here first, but don't expect any special treatment. Caretaker will have you mopping the floors and hauling trash whether you're 2 or 200. I mean, technically you were here
so
first, but
all
don't
day.
expect any special treatment. Caretaker will have you mopping the
Let's
floors
talk to
and hauling
Dr.
trash
Strange.
whether you're 2 or 200.
Unfortunately, time is of the essence. Otherwise, I'd gladly offer to walk you through some of the more pivotal events that have changed the world since...
It's almost impossible to imagine the horror, the atrocities committed on these grounds all those years ago. Then again, we are less than 20 miles from Fenway Park.
big personalities, too.
I think you mean big egos.
Diamond City.
But none of that...
Signs of muscle atrophy. You seem pretty healthy for a reanimated corpse. You sure you're not a time-traveling robot? You following me, Doc? Maybe you should go introduce yourself.
I too was recruited as a child into a calling of power and violence. So far, it has worked out well for me.
I wonder if you ever ran into any of my predecessors back in the day. We, tend to stand out.
I'm
Welcome
not
to
sure
the
what
war
that
room,
means,
Hunter.
but okay. Oh, what do we got over here?
Sure they know the Sorcerer Supreme, and I will...
Caretaker's Journal, July 13th, 1689. A coven of witches from across the sea has sent for our help. I regret that I cannot do more, but Lilith and I are stretched to our limits. I've sent a moon seal to their home in Salem by the way of the Knights of Wanda
You're already
Corps.
bouncing off each
I have
other
no
like
doubt
an
that this will
old
take
married
care
couple.
of the troubles they face.
Careful now, you're gonna make his cape jealous.
Tutorial. Collections.
cloak,
Complete
not
the
a cape,
collection item
and
collections to gain
definitely
special
wouldn't be
rewards.
jealous of you.
I'm calling it.
Okay,
now.
so there's things to collect. Oh, here we go. Here's another one. November 23rd, 1689. We have moved the abbey from our transient home to Salem, and I must confess I am astounded at the natural beauty of this place. But there is not time for sentiment. We have a job to do. Cawthon, or I don't know how to pronounce that, I'll just say Cawthon. Cawthon has found influence here with Hiram Shaw through the page of the Dark Hold. The Moonseal did not bring the witches the protection it should have. Several have been killed already. There is no telling how far the dark power could go. For now, we watch from the safety of the abbey, hidden away amongst thick woodland. We must understand what it is we face. So wait a second. So this abbey, is this where the Deathclaw was in Fallout 4? I think this is where the Deathclaw was. the albino Deathclaw. Is that right?
Things are likely to get pretty hectic around here, kiddo. Just like the old days. Take some time to adjust.
Here, let's walk around. Let's see if we can find some more of these.
That was Lilith, huh? She's a real 90s album cover vibe.
1690s, maybe. Hard to believe she's that.
Is there anything to pick up around here? Those are chests. Ooh, strength. What's this? Electrical energy erupts around Thor as he wields Mjolnir. This card represents a great courage and taking control of one's destiny. Okay. It's a tarot card. So I have found 122 tarot cards. Here we go. Caretaker's Journal, August 15th, 1710. I try to remind myself that 16 is a young age for so much power, but I still lose my temper at times. This child, nearly grown, is rapidly progressing. The training goes well, and I'm optimistic for how we may be able to combat Lilith in the future, but there have been outbursts. If we cannot control these, I do worry that we may face some unfortunate collateral damage. It sounds so harsh to put these words to page, but this is the reality that I face. Agatha and I have discussed options for controlling this power, but nothing has worked just yet. My latest attempts is to forge a ward and be worn around my neck. Around the neck. If I succeed, it will not only help the child channel this energy, but act as a shield against the detection by Lilith and her minions. Only time will tell. Okay, wait a second. So Agatha. Okay, so this is my question, and maybe I'll understand this more as I go along. Where does this fit into the Marvel universe? Is this because Agatha obviously was a character in WandaVision, the show on Disney Plus, which I watched and I enjoyed it. So is this the same Agatha? So is this a continuation past? Is this part of the MCU timeline? What's the fire rod? Embers swirl around this cloudy crystal, almost too hot to touch. The surface glows like liquid fire. Clips of smoke resolve and vanish around the core of obsidian glass. Okay, I'm not sure what that was, but I picked it up. Okay, let's keep exploring around. There's inner tubes out there. Yeah, we'll just... Can I jump? I don't know if I can jump or not. Nope, can't get in the water. Oh, water rod. Barely a stone at all, this thick blue-black topaz almost slips through the fingers when held. It smells strongly of a tide pool, and if held to the ear sounds like the sea. Okay, so we're just picking up stuff right now. What do we got here? This looks like a very important sword. What do we got over here? Not a lot to do here. Is this all for a show, or we'll find out. Let's keep exploring. Whoa.
There are cracks in this wall.
There definitely are. Okay, nothing to do there. You've collected a masterwork. In addition to the paintings hanging around the abbey walls, the masterworks can be found scattered on the abbey grounds. Masterworks can be hung in any empty frames in the abbey, inside the abbey. Okay. Alright. So, oh, what do we got here? The sun. Johnny Storm leaps into the sky and blazes bright, showcasing his exceptional power with extreme control. This card represents an abundance of energy as well as optimism and joy. Okay, so we found 2 of those now. What is this? Anything with it, so we'll just keep moving. Ooh, thought I saw something over here. Nope, just a bush.
Curious.
Our finger, our heart.
Ah, I see.
Breaker of chains.
Interesting.
Son of the land.
Intriguing.
Believed to be the best and made it so. Not sure what any of that means. Oh, wild cliffs. Okay. Okay, I think we've... Okay, we haven't been down here. What do we got here? The moon. Moon Knight hides his true identity behind the cloak and shadow. This card represents deception, but also creativity and the unconscious. Okay.
Fascinating.
Clutter table. This desk cluttered with books. Some of them are older than you, and you are quite old.
What is this?
A wood chest with brass hardware containing glass files. I'm sure this will all make sense to me at some point, but right now I'm not understanding.
That is something.
Okay, one of strange escapes, suspended in an ornate glass case. Escape floats in the air, rippling slightly, though the air is still.
What is this?
The Orb of Agamotto. The strange Orb of Agamotto. Strange Orb of Agamotto. One of the few artifacts recovered from the Sanctum Sanctorum. Powerful energy emanates from inside the orb as it rotates.
That is
armor.
something.
One of his many Iron Man suits polished with high gloss, though it is powered off, I seem to follow you. Nova rises up into the starry night sky, surrounded by stars that represent the support of his team. This card symbolizes serenity and hope for the future. Okay? Okay, so nothing else down here. Alright, I think we're ready to...
The Elder God?
I think we're ready to talk to Caretaker now.
I wish we could get you settled in, but things are already pretty hectic around here, kiddo. Starting to feel like the old days again, which we both...
Alright, let's see what we do.
Prophecies be damned. It's good to see that face again. You look like it was yesterday.
And you look older. How long was I in that crypt, Sarah?
No more than a few centuries. You were... missed.
Centuries? And what of Lilith?
Fallen by your hand. Until now.
Yeah, so speaking of Lilith.
Tony?
What? The kid's literally speaking of Lilith.
Tony.
That's my name.
Tony, that's Carol and Dr. Spooky over there. Here to help.
Help with what, exactly?
Oh, I don't know. Throwing the magic amulet into the volcano? Smiting the Dragon Mother? You tell us, kid. You are the chosen one, after all.
Do you recall anything of that last encounter, child?
There was a voice. The rest is hazy.
Oh, a voice. That's it? A voice? That's what we have to go on?
Results of your long crypt sleep, most likely.
A minor inconvenience. Everything required to restore those memories is contained within my sanctum. I will simply alert Wanda to prepare the necessary rituals.
What? Straight to voicemail?
Some sorcerer supreme.
Must be mystical interference caused by this little pocket dimension of yours.
Perhaps Agatha can help.
Allow me. Alato.
Whoa, what kind of network you running there?
The all-seeing eye of Ereshkigal who judges. Bound to enchanted Babylonian soul glass.
We just call it the mirror table.
Wanda!
Dark force, pushing against the wards. Stephen, where are you?
That's impossible. Nothing on Earth could possibly affect those wards.
Wanda's in trouble.
Wanda is troubled.
I'll go.
You'll need my help, of course.
Then let us make haste, Dr. Spooky. Our hunt begins now.
Tony, read your briefings.
Relax, I'm just spinning him up.
You think now's really the time for that? I nearly broke my hand on Lilith's face. She didn't even flinch.
The more dangerous the foe, the funnier I get.
That's debatable.
Sanctums. Okay.
With everything going on right now, we simply cannot afford to lose contact with the Sanctum or Wanda.
Okay, so required heroes. We have these guys. We have Hunter. We have Doctor Strange, and we have Blade. Rewards Gamma Coil, which is a common reward. I'm not sure what that means, but we'll find out. Oh. Alright, so this is our squad. I don't have any combat items. Okay. Alright, we're on normal difficulty. Alright, let's continue.
Even given the fluctuations in the astral spectrum, we should be seeing something. Unless Bruce is right about gamma interference. If such a thing could even exist. Are you ready? The prophecy of the Midnight Sun does not linger, and neither should we. Lilith possesses the Darkhold. If she forced her way into my Sanctum Sanctorum once, I suspect she can do it again.
You are a Sorcerer Supreme. Can you not predict her movements?
Normally, yes. But since your mother breached the Sanctum, my sense of the future has grown volutinous in nature.
Is that another language, or...?
Fuzzy. My predictions are fuzzy. For the first time as Sorcerer Supreme, I cannot foresee how the future unfolds, and with my apprentice in danger, we cannot tarry.
Don't worry, Doctor, we'll save your home. Can you...
I understand the urgency. Your apprentice is in grave danger, yes?
Wanda is no mere apprentice. She is the Scarlet Witch, one of the strongest magical practitioners I have encountered. But she hasn't channeled such power on her own since... Never mind. One crisis at a time. I do not doubt Wanda's capability, but without my predictive acumen, I cannot bolster the wards should she need it. Still, the wards are woven into the Sanctum's very essence. They should hold. In any case, all will be revealed with time. I suggest we make use of it while it still functions. We should hurry. As much as I'd love to hear a first-hand account of your exploits, time is of the essence, I'm afraid. I can't help but feel a tinge of impatience. It is my home under siege, after all.
Let's see.
I do hope we haven't already squandered what little time we had to our advantage. I know, it's a lot to take in.
Okay, so this takes place actually in the 90s, kind of the 90s style, so definitely not in the MCU timeline. So I noticed something when I had that conversation. It said 2 hearts, and so now the meter here that has Doctor Strange says 0, but the heart, it looks like there's a little meter around it, so it's kind of...
Knowing how selective the
All right,
Suns can
approach
be,
the
I'm
dais.
honored to have been given this opportunity to join them.
About time.
Not just about time, Mr. Brooks. Time, space, reality, the building blocks of magic. All must be constant for my portals to work properly, yet as we now know, that is no longer the case.
We've heard.
Several times.
Otherwise, I would still be hunting dread maidens in my sleep.
Indeed. And while I certainly appreciate the view of this vista, I fail to see how it will hasten our return to the Sanctum.
Magic is the answer.
No, as I've just stated, magic is the problem.
Your magic is. Not ours. The ground you are standing on exists within two worlds. A mystical anchor point to Ileana's realm that allows her to... Well, I'll just let her show you.
Any more questions?
You are standing in limbo. Nexus of all realities, both real or otherwise. A chaotic but secret realm, beyond the influence of Lilith. Thus far.
Are you certain of that? Because I am sensing all kinds of...
Dark energy. That feeling you're being watched. General hellhole vibe.
Yes.
All these potentialities converging at once? Truly surprising feat, Miss Rasputin. For someone so young, of course.
You think this is crazy? Wait until you see Manhattan.
From here, magic can open gateways to just about anywhere on our planet, and beyond. We don't want to risk punching through the wards protecting your sanctum, Doctor, so we've chosen a safe exit a few blocks over instead.
Couldn't be worse than the last time.
It was just a simple miscommunication.
Ocean Avenue. I said Ocean Avenue, Magic.
Okay, so that's just basically like if I think about like the Matrix movies, like it was that long hallway with all the doors. That's essentially what that limbo is. It's just a way to get to other parts of the world. Back doors and code. Okay. I'm gonna turn this fan back on. It's getting warm in here.
Hey, I'm walking here. All I ate today was a bagel.
Well, at least we know the wards of protection are still in place.
For now.
I suggest we hurry.
Arm Alpha in position.
Hydra officer dedicated, not your average Hydra.
No one's getting through.
Welcome to New York.
Defeat all enemies to complete the encounter. Okay, defeat all enemies.
I hesitate to call this good news, but I'm seeing minimal Hydra resistance between you and the Sanctum.
Looks can be deceiving, I'm afraid. There's no way these foot soldiers are behind the disruption of the wards of protection.
Okay, so we have three. We have. What do we got? Slash. That has a knockback. We have this, which is draw the last two attacks played. Start the next turn with 4 cards. Okay, so I want to wait till at least use that at the end of the turn. Let's go with Doctor Strange. Let's put Doctor Strange here.
The endless search for wealth and power with just a tinge of fascism. Hydra will never change.
Oh shoot. Dang it. Ah.
Hail that!
Card refunded.
Weak, even for Hydra.
Watch and learn. This should aid me in my fight.
Lilith herself could not best me. What makes you think you will fare any better?
Oh. Trying to find more environmental objects to use. That's 6 damage.
Healing. There was a time when Lilith had the highest of standards for her minions. That time was clearly past.
Alright, let's go ahead and end the turn.
That's not supposed to hurt.
You've made a grave mistake.
Your death won't be in vain.
That gamma spike we detected in your area seems to be growing. Let's assume that's not a good
Enemy
thing.
area attacks will go off
Gamma
at the
or
end of
not,
the turn.
I feel the
Use
hand of
move
my
or
mother at
ability
work
to
here.
move any nearby hero to safety. Knock enemies into the attack area. Okay, so I need to get out of this area here. Okay, so Hunter, let's...
Time's up for these chumps.
Okay. Level up.
I feel more like myself every day.
Okay.
Lilith has sent you here to die. I hope you are prepared.
Okay, they won't act on their turn. Good. Okay, so Doctor Strange.
Get some. That's not good.
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
Okay, so the AoE thing is done. Okay, so let's... Of course, 36 health.
Requesting medevac.
Let's do a redraw. I can't.
The light shines on the most dutiful.
We're losing ground, as ordered. is gonna be fun.
Okay, so he's back. +1 card play. Okay, so let's...
Wanda is calling out to me. I feel her struggle.
Let's heal.
Doing that again?
Just don't screw up our timeline, alright?
Okay, I think we did all right.
Misguided as they are, remember, Hydra is still human, Hunter. Not Lilith.
You were saying? The lifeblood of the Mother pumps through our veins. The Mother is eternal. Hydra is eternal. Wanna bet?
Wanda!
Wards! Weakening! Cannot let them fail!
That's not good. It's not good.
Oh, God.
Exactly.
The Neighborhood Association is not going to like this.
Nope.
I'll handle it.
Not. We do not fear your magic, little wizard. We have answered the Mother's call. We are venom to all who oppose her. And you are lunch.
Venom. We are Venom and you are Lunch. Defeat Fallen Venom to complete the mission. Tip. Fallen Venom symbiote binds can be broken by attacking them with hero abilities. Okay? Powerful enemies like Fallen Venom do not forecast which hero they intend to attack, and may attack multiple enemies on their turn. Watch out.
Well, that certainly escalated quickly. Do I even want to know what that beast is?
It calls itself Venom. Until now, a pale imitation of a very heroic young friend of mine.
We will feed your ugly tongue to the spider wizard, marinated in his stomach juices, and eat it with his spleen.
Does that mean 100% he'll fall off? Let's do this.
You are lucky to still be breathing.
Break down!
attacks keep falling can trigger his join us passive and activate Symbiote Skin. When Symbiote Skin is active, Falling Venom will bind the next hero that melee attacks him. After triggering Symbiote Skin, use range or area attacks to reset Falling Venom. Okay, I don't know how to do that. Cards in your hand, plus 5 damage until played or discarded. Can't do this, I don't have enough. Brown and will attack. Use other hero abilities, damage the binding and free them.
Every move.
All right.
Mother tells us to hurry. You will wait here.
Oh, I've been slow.
Wow, that did a ton of damage. Reinforcements incoming.
More warm bodies on the way.
All right, what do we got here?
This house belongs to Mother. As you belong to us, we shall start with your juicy entrails, then slowly savor your delicious brains.
Are the rest of your mother's children so chatty?
Thankfully, no.
Come get it.
Level
I'm
up.
still in my prime.
Okay.
Your time has come. You were too weak for this fight.
Exactly what I needed.
Okay, I need... Wait, I can move him. Let's move him right here. Here we go. There we go. Oh, shoot. That took...
It's on.
You only delay our meal. Monoforms are for the weak.
Wait, some healing here.
That son of a bitch slimed me.
On Delta responding.
We may not be ready for this thing yet. Might be smarter to pull back until we know what we're up against here.
Yes. Surrender. Be eaten. Fill our belly with your tasty fear.
I shall fill your belly with my blade, demon. You had your chance to escape. Is that truly your best?
Dang it.
Light will heal you. Welcome assistance. You are a force to be reckoned with.
Okay. Is there anything else? It's just out of range. Dang it. Alright, let's go ahead and end our turn.
We will crack your tiny bones. For a moment.
It seems I'm indisposed at the moment.
Oh, great. I shouldn't have done that. Oh, stun removed.
Arm Alpha reinforcing.
Okay, so Blade, he's about to die.
Mother blesses us with power. Mother blesses us with strength. We protect the mother and are rewarded with your meat.
And to think Lilith was a vegetarian.
Strange. Another level
Just like
up.
old times.
Let me show you the way.
Get ready.
We'll knock him out. So now we'll get
That was really something.
that refunded. He's at 24. Still have 2 card plays left. This will get us to 3. We'll be able to do.
Time to get game over.
Defeat Fallen Venom. Good job. Alright. So, much more tactical. We gotta use the environment around us here.
No escape from me, demon.
Hold up. We don't know what we're dealing with yet.
Such easy
Hey, big guy!
Spider-Man. Spiders?
I was in the neighborhood. You know, being friendly. Seemed like you folks could use a hand, Doc.
Spider-Man!
Jeez, Eddie, what happened to you? That's sort of a horrifyingly terrible new look. The tongue was gross enough, but whoa! Someone is extra touchy today.
We will rip your face off and suck the marrow from your bones!
Always nice to see you too, buddy. So, I'm thinking your friends here could use a little break. How about I take Eddie here for his afternoon walk? Don't worry, Doc. That's just his way of saying he cares!
Victory mission rating. Alright, 3 stars. Alright. Alright, we got plus 40 mission complete, so gloss bonus. So 40 for mission complete, 40 finish in 7 turns, plus 40 villain encounter, and then plus 30 difficulty normal, plus 25%. So 150 gloss. And we unlocked a Doctor Strange comic. Sanctum Symbiotium. Okay. Alright, we're about an hour into the video here. I do want to, like I said, I want to keep these videos to about an hour in length, so let's go ahead and finish up here. We'll probably spend the next I've heard that one of the things I was reading about, like when the timeline was, but I saw something else that said that you want to talk to your teammates after, in between missions, and there's a lot of talk. It's kind of like Mass Effect in that regard, I suppose. Maybe less about dialogue choices, just more about getting to know them. So we'll see if there's anything to do real quick, and then we'll wrap up this video. Maybe. If it ever loads. Here we go.
Congratulations.
New world or not, some things remain unchanged.
The look.
What look?
Boldly charging headfirst into the jaws of your enemy. Courageously risking the lives of yourself and your teammates. Just to play the hero. This is the Fire Dragon all over again.
Fire Dragoon. My memories may be fragmented, but as I recall, I killed the bastard.
And all it cost was a village.
Of course. I see it now. The look.
Cut him some slack. It wasn't that simple.
It never is. Which is why I sent you to help. If Spider-Man hadn't come along today, we could have lost far more than
the Sanctum?
Or Wanda.
She means I could have died. Again, putting an end to her eternal crusade against my mother.
You've been through a lot. For now, it's enough that you all made it back in one piece. More or less. We'll talk more later. Get some rest.
It's like that glowing green stuff on his armor there. Is that supposed to be normal? Alright, what's M for map? Okay. I'm not sure. Do I level them up somehow, or? Okay. There's a teen friendship.
Not to be the nagging old lady, but I told you not to push too hard. Now that things have settled down, you should get some rest.
That was a complete fiasco.
And it would have been far worse had Spider-Man.
Okay, we got a couple pieces of artwork. Let's go see if we can put them up somewhere here in the Abbey.
An impressive first outing.
+5 skill essence.
Wow, you you actually did go medieval on their associates.
Nice one, buddy. Your caretaker was right about you.
Maybe you were worth freaking out over after all. I mean, Venom probably would have eaten you otherwise.
Okay, I'm not really sure where to put the,
Hunter, you look scathed.
as opposed to unscathed. That's pretty funny.
Interesting.
5 symbols arranged in order. Okay, so we'll probably know more about that later. Okay, let's talk to Tony, and then we'll wrap it up.
How goes it, Hunter? Or is it the Hunter? Hey, for what it's worth, I think you did okay out there. You got some decent hang time, even given you were wearing, what, 70, 80 pounds of chainmail? On the Stark scale of reckless yet daring heroics, I give it a solid 6 out of 10. Don't worry, you'll get there. With a little help.
Your support is appreciated.
Oh, no problem. Already got a few ideas cooking. You're not allergic to mimetic You know what? Never mind. Why spoil the surprise? I couldn't help but overhear Auntie Caretaker over there telling you to get some rest. That sounds like a good idea to me. I suppose I could keep you company on the way, seeing as our rooms are in the same direction and all. Besides, no one should be forced to walk the hallways around here alone. So, here we are. The old room, huh? It's not bad. Functional. Solid construction. Almost cozy. Love the antique furnishings from the early Mephisto collection. Full transparency, Hunter, there's another reason I asked to join you here, other than my abject terror of this entire facility. Stopped here before, while you were out. Wanted to surprise you with a nice little housewarming present. Was all set to write you a lovely welcome note, but I'm fairly certain that wasn't red ink in your quill.
But I do not have a quill.
Even better.
Relax, Tony. I simply jest. It is an ink derived of the spider lily flower. Red spider lily flowers.
Of course it was. Obviously.
With just a touch of amphibian blood for power.
Haha! Another zinger. And we'll just leave it at that. Well, I suppose I should leave before whatever monstrosity that is most definitely hiding under your bed jumps out, rips my face off, and then proceeds to feast on my soul. I'll leave you to it.
May your sleep be filled with pleasant dreams, Tony.
Right back at you. Oh, and if you hear the shrieking of a grown man, please ignore it. It's just me, walking to my room.
Okay. Well, let's open Tony's present.
Hi, I'm Tony Stark. But if you're hearing this message, you already know that. When I'm not saving the world, I solve the world's problems with technological means, like the one you're holding. I call it the Spark, a secure information and communication device built only for superheroes. It does all the usual, private messages, pictures, and calls for some reason. But it also comes with access to Superlink, a private social network exclusively for your cape-wearing, world-saving compatriots. You might ask, Tony, aren't you just repurposing a failed product from your communications division? If you do, I'll revoke access and let everyone else know you're a jerk. I call it the Wonder Man rule.
Superlink is your connection to the rest of the team, a social network for just for superheroes. Check Superlink frequently for updates from the other heroes in the Abbey. Okay. A new post was added to Superlink. First post that Hunter sees. Robbie, you can't keep doing this when someone new joins Superlink. Yes, I can. He means that he will throw your spark in the lagoon. He would do that, right, Blade? Right, Blade? Fine, last time. Okay. Okay. Messages. I have no messages. Timeline. Gallery. April 3rd, 1703. Aunt Sarah wants me to practice my letters, so here I am. But every time I dip this pen in ink, I just want more and more to go out beyond the yard into my secret spots. I left my dolls scattered about before the storm, and I'm afraid they're hurt. Do dolls hold grudges? Agatha says they don't, but I still feel sad for them.
My old journal. Maybe it is time I start writing in it again. We were all so happy then. There was never enough room for my armor in this thing.
Colosseum missions can be spent to unlock new cosmetic options for the hunter and the heroes, including outfits to wear around the Abbey. Select and purchase new Abbey outfits for the hunter now. Okay. I have 167.
Charlie! I know. I missed you too.
Let her enjoy the moment. She's been visiting your door every morning for the past 300 years.
Oh, it must have been so hard on her.
Not just her. I suppose that's why I might have been a little curt before.
A little?
You already made the ultimate sacrifice once. Maybe I'm in no rush to see you do it again.
We do not choose our destiny.
But we can choose to duck.
First lesson you ever taught me.
And still the most important. Especially now that you have all these eyes on you.
I have noticed.
To these people, you are a being of myth and legend. A grand hero of old. And they're right. You are a hero. But I also know the battle that rages within your soul. It's not enough that you are a hero. You need to decide what type of hero you will be. I'm sure there will be plenty of opportunity for that in the days to come. For now, I would head to the forge. Our new guests are eager to show you something. This was a lot easier when it was just you and I beheading the Dark Legion as we traipsed through the woods.
Don't forget about Agatha.
I never could. Charlie was restless all night. I should have known something was wrong. We'll talk more later.
Okay, well,
Your presence in the forge.
Stretching here. All right, we're going to save here in day 2. So that's going to do it for this edition or this episode of Marvel's Midnight Sun. So I'm having this is fun. I like the tactical based nature of the RPG of the game, of the turn-based game. It's not like Marvel Strike Force in the sense that you have like the mobile game where you always have certain attacks. So it's all based on the cards that you have. So I need to, I guess as I get more cards, I'll be able to customize the deck, so to speak. So yeah, so more to come there as we build this out. So thanks so much for watching this edition of, or part 2 of Marvel's Midnight Suns. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Consider subscribing to the channel for more content, and I will talk to you later. Bye, guys.